Hello again, everybody. I'm Scott Casper. What do you say? Let's take a look at what's trending this week right here on Takedown. Well, just 5 weeks after clinching his second NCAA title, Missouri's junior Jaden Cox has punched his ticket to the Olympic Games. Cox finished 5-0 at the first World Olympic qualifiers Sunday, including a gold medal winning 6-point shutout over Venezuela's Pedro Fuentes. The 21-year-old joins fellow collegiate star, Ohio State's defending world champ, Kyle Snyder. Former Penn State national champ Frank Molinaro finished 1-1 and fell short of his goal to qualify at 65. Molinaro opened strong, scoring a 10-0 tech fall over Vietnam's Zhang Nguyen, but then fell to Turkey's two-time world medalist Jakub Gore. He was eliminated when Gore failed to reach the finals. Now let's go to women's freestyle. Both Maroulis and Aguelo qualified their weights. Helen grabbed the gold and Haley a silver. Aguelo reached the 48-kilo gold medal finale with 3 tech falls, but then fell to Korea's Hwang Gwang Kim 9-2. Maroulis owned the 53-kilo weight, earning a 10-0 tech fall in the gold medal round. She outscored her opponents by a combined score of 28-2.
I mean, it's a tournament first and foremost, and that's what I had to keep in mind. It wasn't, just about coming out and getting international experience or some competition. Obviously, there's the pressure of you have to take top 2 in order to qualify for Rio, and we're running out of time to get licensed. But I just wanted to zone in on that, good competition, just wrestle, take it one match at a time. I definitely did not want to go to Turkey. I didn't want to make weight again. I want to go home, see my family for a week. So, but no, everybody that helped me prepare, I mean, I was able to get it done because I felt great. It felt better than I did at trials. Weight cut went better. Everything, my wrestling feels more sharper. I think I'm used to this weight now, and so now I look forward to going back and just sharpening up everything and really keying in on Rio.
At trials, I was expecting to feel really excited after I won, and I didn't. And I just remember talking to my dad. He was like, "Okay, you'll feel happy once you win, once you qualify the weight." And then I qualified the weight, and I feel happy that it's done and the weight's qualified. But the main goal is Rio, so I think in the back of my head I won't be really excited until I'm there and I bring home a medal for America. And just the way this tournament worked was I just came in, ready, expecting anything really. In America, you kind of know who you're wrestling. You've seen them around since you're little, so you know everything that's going to be thrown at you. But someplace like here, especially with me where I haven't got as much international competition as most people, you just have to expect anything to be thrown at you. So I just went in patient, and I try to be smart with what I gave them and what I took from them as well.
Tamyra Mensah reached the semifinals of women's freestyle action, but lost a close 1-point decision to Israel's Alana Kredic. Mensah battled back to win a bronze with a 7-0 shutout over Mexico's Diana Gonzalez. Now, we still have some work to do as her weight remains unqualified for the Games. 2012 Olympian Kelsey Campbell dropped her first bout to Hungary's Amis Barca and was eliminated in the opening round. Here's women's national coach Terry Steiner.
Well, I mean, we had our Olympic trials 2 weeks ago, but until we get our weights qualified, they're really not considered Olympians. So we're coming here, we came here with the intention of qualifying 4 weight classes that we still needed to qualify, and so it's very important. It's the step to the Olympics, to Rio, and we got half the job done today. So we qualified 2 weights. We still have 2 more to go. So we'll go on from Ulaanbaatar, and the 2 athletes, Kelsey Campbell and Tamyra Mensah, will head to Turkey on Monday morning, and to finish the job. And so it's huge significance. It's our last chance in Turkey, so we got a lot of work to do in the next couple weeks. But I feel very confident with those 2 athletes that we can get that job done.
Let's go to Greco-Roman. Rayvon Perkins came within just 1 victory of an Olympic berth. He lost 5-0 in the bronze medal round to Edgaras Venkaitis of Lithuania. Jesse Thilke and Joe Rao both fell in the first round as well. They were eliminated when their opponents failed to reach the finals. Now, 1 qualifying event remains. The U.S. has half the Greco weights to qualify. We asked Greco-Roman head coach Matt Lindland if it's time to hit the panic button.
Well, we didn't get anybody qualified, so it was, that part of it was disappointing. The guys fought hard, they wrestled great. You know, Rayvon made it to the last match there. He lost for the true bronze, which would have qualified us. Had a tough opponent. The Lithuanian was very good. We knew what he was going to do, and he was still capable of getting it done. We're gonna travel over to Budapest for a couple weeks and then head right into Istanbul for the competition. The guys need to recover. They need to recover their bodies. They need to heal up mentally, physically, and get prepared to go get it done. There's one more chance. This was the last chance, but it was the first last chance. Now there's the last chance, and there's only top two in Istanbul. They're going to get qualified. So we got to relax. We got to recover, and then we got to go compete hard again.
Well, let's catch up. Team USA has now qualified 12 of the 18 weight classes across all three styles. 5 qualified in men's freestyle, 3 in Greco, and 4 in women's. The 6 athletes who have not qualified will have one final opportunity at the World Olympic Qualifier in Istanbul, Turkey, May 6. All right, wrestling fans, stay tuned. There's more to come. You're watching Takedown, presented by Adidas.
Right now, get 2 large original or flatbread single topping pizzas for only $20. Casey's, famous for pizza.
At Cookies, sauces and seasonings are business, but food is our passion. Our secret ingredient is Cookies Flavor Enhancer and All-Purpose Seasoning. It makes pretty much everything taste better. You can use it on meats and in marinades, veggies and seafood. Try it on pasta and even popcorn. Pick up a bottle at your local grocer and enhance the flavor of your favorite foods. For more ideas and recipes, visit cookiesbbq.com.
Cookies is the one.
The war raged for generations. No amount of bravery and conviction could end the infected, unyielding rage. And with every battle, the evil grew, changed, evolved. The warriors needed nothing short of a miracle to stop the infection, and a miracle they received. Your body is at war against skin infections and diseases each time you step onto the mat. Protect yourself against the invasion. Defend Soap. Defend what you have built.
Our guest, Elias Theodoro.
Can you teach me the Showtime kick?
Yeah, definitely.
It is a part of the grappling culture. I mean,
It's a part of the grappling culture.
It is.
To be successful in something, you need to be insane.
I just want to shock the world.
I'm on the verge of dying because I'm a vicious alcoholic.
Shibata Ibuki! What a shot! And that is it!
Headline News is brought to you by Sunflower Wrestling. Find them online at sunflowerwrestling.com.
Welcome back. From director Ryan Lear, Full Circle is a new documentary on the life of the legendary Jay Robinson. Featuring unprecedented access to one of wrestling's most influential figures, the film takes a look at how Robinson's life experience led to the creation and development of one of the most challenging athletic camps in the country.
We each had our gifts to what we were bringing to the piece of pie. What Jay really brought once I became a head coach, he brought that one-on-one individual aspect that's needed. I think they used to call him Captain Robinson, I think Captain Jay or Captain Robinson. I think it had something to do with the military and just the fact that he was probably barking out orders quite a bit to the guys. But the guys liked him. The guys liked him. You know, like the military, they push hard, I'm sure. But I doubt if you pushed people as hard as Jay and myself pushed people in the practice room at Iowa.
Well, the documentary debuts May 3rd. You can watch it at the address you see on your screen. You can also find out more information on how to pre-order the DVD at jrobinsonfullcircle.com. Well, like Jay Robinson, Wade Schallis has plenty of opinions on how to improve our sport. Wrestling's most prolific pinner joined us Saturday on Takedown Radio to talk about the new team scoring system he proposes and other ways to grow collegiate wrestling.
basically, I'm asking everyone who's listening right now to sit down and come in with an open mind, because the first thing that's going to come out of their mouth is, I don't like it. Before you say, I don't like it, think about it, please. The idea of a point earned is a point scored is the most important thing out of many things that I've tried to suggest over the years. And if I was king for a day, this is what I would do. Basically, any point that you put on the board is a point your team gets. You win 10-4, you get 10 team points. The other guy gets 14 points. You know, it's very simple. Now it gets a little complex when we have to throw in a pin, which I can cover if you want to get there. Anything you can come up with I don't like, I've already overcome, and you can find that at WadeChalice.com. But the idea is a point scored. You give every kid an opportunity. When someone's winning 9-3 with 45 seconds to go, the guy who has 3 has already given up. He's laying on his stomach. People are talking in the stands or going to the bathroom, go and get a Coke. You know, the match is over, basically. So for 45 seconds, I'm on the stands yawning, you know. But if every point that counts, they're scored as counts, kids are still, you know, teammates are screaming for Bob to get off the bottom and make it 9-4 instead of 9-3. You know, and the guy on top trying to turn him over to get 2 more points for his team. It becomes quite exciting, and it's the way every sport is in America, other than wrestling.
2015 world bronze medalist Lee James Provisor joined us. She saw her Olympic dream end in the opening round of the trials. Her competitive days aren't over yet. Lee talks about her performance in Iowa City and her future on the mat.
And I didn't make the Olympic team, which was really sucky. And Ben made the team, which was really amazing. So it was just this emotional thing. But, I'm happy with my performance, and I'm happy the way I represented myself. So I can't be down in the dumps about that. So I just, I've already started training again. I'm not defeated. Obviously, even now at 35, I still have a lot to work on. And so I want to be the best human being possible. And so, that's the biggest reason why I didn't leave my shoes in the middle of the mat. I still feel like I'm moving forward and getting better. At the moment that I'm not physically and mentally capable of moving forward in wrestling, that's when I'll hang my shoes up.
Led by Ohio State head coach Tom Ryan, the Ohio RTC placed 2 athletes on the U.S. Olympic freestyle squad, while 2 others advanced to the semifinals. From Takedown Radio, the Buckeyes head man weighs in on the many reasons behind Ohio State's success.
I just have a great staff. And then when you add to it our Olympic program with guys like Travell, and Bergman was here, and Reese Humphrey, the room is, of all, right, the 6 Olympic weights, we have 2 on the team from the room, and we were awfully close. I was convinced we would have 3 in Logan Stieber. So, I thought we were going to have 3 of 6 Olympic weights training in the room. And what an amazing opportunity for young people to be in a room with people of that caliber. I've said this before, we haven't done anything really unique here, right, at Ohio State. The blueprint was in place 50, 60 years ago. So you look at organizations that have done extremely well, and of the 12 schools that have won the NCAA championship in the history of the sport, all of them had a freestyle program.
Central Christian College in Kansas has announced the addition of a men's varsity program. The Tigers, the newest members of the NAIA, will be led by George Mason assistant Tom Carr. He's coached 4 NCAA qualifiers, all the while helping the Patriots recruit the first top 20 recruiting class in their history.
I'm excited to build my own program from scratch. Last couple of days, all kinds of people have reached out to me and congratulated me and told me I'm the boss now, and kind of just been laughing to myself because, I have no mat, I have no team, I have no assistant, so I'm just the boss of me, which is kind of nice, but then I have to crack the whip and make myself do some work. So we'll get it going. We're going to, try to build a team with character, and, we won't take shortcuts. That's one of my things I want to make sure we don't do.
Coach Carr will remain with George Mason through the spring, but has already started the recruiting process at Central. Now, if you're interested in joining the Tiger program, you're encouraged to contact Coach directly at the phone number you see on your screen. All right, wrestling fans, after the break, we're going to one-on-one with the 2016 Hodge Trophy winner. You're watching Takedown, powered by Defenso.
8 countries in the City of Angels. One goal, to be the World Cup champion. Freestyle wrestling returns to Los Angeles as the world's greatest put it all on the line for the right to be called the best team. Featuring world champions and Olympians competing for all the glory at the fabulous Forum, June 11th and 12th. Get your tickets today, and let's rock the Forum.
Dahlimer Sports Surfaces is the exclusive home of the Flexi Connect, the world's first tapeless wrestling mat. With its patented hook and loop system, the Flexi Connect actually strengthens its connection as you use the mat. With no mat tape required, it is also easier to keep your mat clean, as well as save time on setting up and tearing down your mat for practice or competition. All of Dahlimer's standard Flexi Roll lightweight features are also included with the Flexi Connect mat. Dahlimer Sports Surfaces. Others imitate, we innovate.
Well, High Altitude's National Championship Camp Series kicked off this weekend at Southeast Polk High School in Iowa. It featured 3-time national champ and 2016 Hodge Trophy winner Alex Dieringer. Our very own Tony Hager caught up with the face of Oklahoma State wrestling to talk about his Olympic trials performance and his future as an athlete and a coach.
You know, I think I could have been a little more confident. I'm always confident in myself. I knew I could have won it. But I think I could have had more confidence. You know, I haven't wrestled freestyle since 2013 for Junior Worlds. So in that Howe match, you know, I was up 2-1, and he had my leg up, and I had a mental lapse and didn't realize I would have just got pushed out. I still been winning. So that's one thing I was rusty. You know, I wasn't making the right decisions. You know, I got chest locked twice. You know, there's a lot of things I need to work on. So and that's good to see. You know, you see you have problems, but if you don't understand you have a problem, then you can't get fixed. And I understand what problems I need to fix, so that's only going to make me better.
How's your mind changed from training for yourself to now you're trying to get Jordan Burroughs ready? You're training him to be, to bring home Olympic gold. How does that change?
I DM'd him on Twitter, and I told him, I was like, I know I could give you a good feel. I'm a really good drill partner, and I could teach you some things pretty much. And then I said, but most importantly, I want to learn from you. I want to know. I want to pick your brain. I want to know what you do. And I think it would just be awesome to do that. He DM'd me back a couple days later, and I said it would be awesome. So I can't wait to train with him. You know, I haven't done it since 2012 Olympic camp. So it was fun. And I'm just excited to train with him and just learn.
Are you going to plan on staying where you're at, training in the Okie State room? What are your plans for the future?
I plan on staying at Okie State till 2020 at least, till the next cycle. Get as good as I can. Keep learning from Coach Smith, Coach Carrera, and then just really build my coaching pretty much, because I've gotten a lot better over the last couple of years. I've gotten like 10 times, 20 times better. So.
Doing these type of camps?
Yeah, just and it's helped my wrestling too, because I get to see all these kids do it, and I get to go around and pick them apart, and it helps my game too, because I can pick myself apart too, and it's only gonna help me. It's been a blast, but yeah, I plan on staying at Okie State for the next 4 years. Hopefully, I can get coaching up there. We'll see.
Well, Alex Dieringer's international career is just beginning, but what about Jake Herbert? We'll try to get to the point and the bottom of the retirement talk. That's after this short timeout. You're watching Takedown, presented by Nike.
Proudly made in the USA, Danmar offers incredible protection and customized gear. I'm Tony Ramos, NCAA champion and world team member. Take my word that Danmar Warrior headgear is the best. It's what I use. Look for my limited edition signature headgear at a retailer near you or online at danmarwarrior.com. I'm a world-class warrior and you can be one too with Danmar. Follow me on Twitter at T_Ram133 or on my website, teamramos.co.
Every day in this sport, you have an opportunity to make a difference. To win in this sport, you have to have three things. A strong body will give you the conditioning to win. A strong mind will give you the technical ability to win. But a strong heart will give you the opportunity to win when no one else thinks you can. Let today be your day. Strong mind, strong body, strong heart. That together makes a champion.
Speed the Sauce Man here. While sauces and seasonings are our business, food is our passion, and we've been helping make your favorite foods taste better for years. Try our Wings and Things hot sauce and everything from chicken wings to your morning eggs. Use it in recipes like spicy chicken noodle dinner, party dip, and buffalo chicken pizza. It's not only delicious, but it's award-winning too. Wings and Things recently earned first place honors in the hot sauce category at the National Barbecue Association's Award of Excellence competition. Remember, smart cookies use cookies.
Right now, get 2 large original or flatbread single topping pizzas for only $20. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Well, facing perhaps the most stacked division of the 2016 trials, Jake Herbert was finally healthy, determined, and the #1 seed at 86 kilos. But things don't always go as planned. In the end, 21-year-old Jaden Cox would see his Olympic dreams become reality, while Kyle Dake and David Taylor finished 2nd and 3rd, respectively. Having already accomplished so much, we've talked with the 2009 world bronze medalist about his journey and his future aspirations in the sport.
Retiring from competition, that's for sure. It's just, like I said, I'm 31. I'm engaged. I have a little daughter. I want to start being able to provide for my family. So as much as I love wrestling, it's very selfish to go after that. I got to find a way to make more than $40,000 and give my family the lifestyle that I believe they deserve. And competitive wrestling is not going to get me there. But what it's done is it's built such a huge platform and a bridge, and just the network and the work ethic and everything that this sport does for people. It's done for me, and it's set me up so well that now I can look to start that next stage of life. And this next one I'm very excited for, because it's different, it's new. I'm excited, I'm scared. It's all those new things in between. But I know with my baseline that I have set from wrestling that I'm going to succeed in whatever it is I put my mind and I focus on. I have everything I have in wrestling. I met all my goals that I set for it financially, back in 2012, of where I wanted to be when I wanted to be done wrestling. I'm debt free because of college, which is fantastic. I have all these amazing networks, all these amazing opportunities. I've learned so much business wide, and I think there's a really big chance for me to help out this sport here through our wrestling apparel. I have 2 companies right now that I'm just getting up and started in wrestling, and then I'm going to look to branch out into other aspects of it. But first is I want to utilize every wrestling room in the nation, because if your wrestling room is not being utilized, it's in use of being taken away or cut out. So I want to turn the wrestling room into the football field during the winter time. You know, your school isn't taking care of your kids actively. You got to put kids in that wrestling room. They're going to run around. They're going to play. Even if you just let them go as like 5 to 10-year-olds, they're going to go nuts and bonkers in that thing. And now when you put somewhat of a structure over it, you can start to have success. And now you're getting, you know, foot in the door approach. You're getting kids in the wrestling room. And that's the first step to getting kids on the wrestling mat. I'm just glad whatever small or huge or, you know, medium-sized role that I've gotten to play in your life, you know, thank you. It means a lot going both ways. Every little tweet, every little like Facebook post, every like, it makes me feel really, really great that I know I have and had your guys' support. And I want you to know that that's a two-way street, that anything that I can do to help you guys out, if that's like a shout out to your wrestling team, if that's a little motivational video to pump up your kids before practice, let me know, email me and let me know. And I just want to continue to help and inspire, you know, fans and people to be better than they think they can be.
Well, congratulations to Jake Herbert on an incredible career, both on and off the mat. Though he may be done competing, Herbert will surely be a driving force for wrestling for a very long time to come. Well, it's Super Singles Sunday time. Every week, Atlanta's Takedown Shop gives you the chance to win a free custom singlet along with other sweet gear from Nike, Asics, and Adidas. This week's winner is Luann Mead of Knoxville, Tennessee. Nice work, Luann. Now, if you want to be the next lucky winner, just follow us on Facebook and Twitter, like and retweet through the week, and win your very own custom singlet from the great guys at the Takedown Shop in Atlanta. For more wrestling coverage, interviews, articles, and weekly giveaways, make sure to check out our website at takedownwrestle.com. You can follow us on social media for all the breaking wrestling news as it happens, and join us live every Saturday morning for Takedown Radio. So, from our studios in Des Moines, Iowa, I'm Scott Casper. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.